Hello, 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 and welcome to Bad Mouse Gaming. I'm your host, Dave, aka Bad Mouse, and we are here in Satisfactory to talk about my nuclear setup. I was kind of disappointed. There is no real way to consume everything, but there are two ways to deal with it, and I will show you the two ways that I executed both of them. And there's only one way that you can really go with this, which kind of disappoints me. But before we get started with this, let me remind everybody, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button down there. I want to try to get at least one on this video. And be sure to leave a comment. I love to interact in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the layout. And of course, click that like button. With all that said and done, let's jump into this and play some more Satisfactory.
Yeah. Gang, ayy, bitch. Ayy, said that they know me, they didn't. I'm coming to your block and I'm hitting your kittens. Shawty, she said I'm a villain, but she can't explain all the ways that she's feeling. Shawty, I hear you.
Alright, here we are at my lovely main hub area. This is where it all started. That little shelf. But anyhow, we've not done anything with this. I've kind of boxed in some of the buildings. Not all of them. I'm going to box all this in, but I want to leave it open so I can show you everything that's going on. So all my iron, all my aluminum, or not aluminum, my bad. All my iron, all my deuterium, and copper is all being refined here. These are all smelters underneath. And then up above you got constructors. They're doing a lot too. And I'm using these junctions, these elevators to just connect one right to the other, so there's no belts needed. We'll get to the power plant in a bit. But I still need to dress this up a little bit. I want to have everything in its place. I have some room under here. I'm going to move some of this stuff down underneath. I don't like it on top. I want to put a roof on it. Try to shorten it up a little bit. But, like I said, I got the power situation taken care of. So now I'm going to start building the phase 4 components. Not in this video. My next video, hopefully I'll have at least one of the components set up. And then we'll do a video on that. This water is doing nothing. This water was for something, but now it's not for nothing. I just haven't tore it out of here yet. I think I had a refinery over here. I don't even think I even need this. What was I making? Oh, I was going to make that here. But I needed aluminum ingots, and I thought I could just smelt them all, refine them all. I don't know what happened. I ended up doing it somewhere else. So this ain't being used at all. I really doubt that this is being used. I love these drones. They can do some hauling. I could probably get rid of all of that. Yeah. Or at least bring all that up here and get rid of this whole line. I'm gonna do something. Alright, so this little line here. That is my transportation to our fuel, making it happen there. We're gonna, I moved everything from the bottom of that waterfall pit, where I said my meat and potatoes were on that last video. I moved it all up and made it look nicer. I condensed everything. It's cleaner, but still can need some work. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of your first impression of this once we get up there. Right now, you got some time to click that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. We're still traveling. It sure beats walking. Got a nice view of the waterfall over there. There goes a drone. So yeah, down there, you can see I still have one little station down there. I have the truck station down there, and I have a miner down there. They're still bringing out the uranium. Can't see the truck station. No, it's too late. But yeah, he's still trucking out the uranium, but then it goes straight to a drone and comes up here. So that's the only thing of all that whole mess is left down there. Because I duplicated it up here and then slowly switched all the lines over, and then once I felt like everything was being produced up here, I just deleted all that. Alright. So I left some holes in some buildings. There we go. These are making all my fuel for the plant. That's not bad. Why do I have all this coal? And then down underneath, I kind of forget what I got going on underneath. That's the only thing I don't like, is them stairs glitch out right across there. I don't know why they couldn't have made that a little bit better. Alright, so this is making some of the stuff that we need for the fuel maker happener. And then over here, this is making my cases, which are pretty well backed up. That's where it's taking the raw uranium. And I got 3 of those. And I'm all backed up on that. You can see them on all the belts there. And then here's my drone areas. I tried to start color coding them. It's kind of easier to tell who's up here floating around waiting for what. Over here is another little simple building with a miner in there. He's just extracting. And it's being made into, I believe, silica. Yep. And then that's getting trucked right down into the plants down here. All this, I've got to clean this up. I like to get everything working first. Once I know it's working and I have all my components laid out in front of me, then I can kind of look at it and see how I can straighten it all up and how I want to do it and everything. But first I have to see it working. Alright, so this down here is making the aluminum scrap. This is making the aluminum solution. All this for aluminum sheets. This is making the aluminum ingots from that silica and aluminum scrap. And then, finally, we can make the aluminum sheets. You can't mine aluminum, you have to make it. You have to make it from scrap and silica. And then the scrap is made from... Oh, scrap comes from here. The scrap is made from the aluminum solution, which is made from the, I believe we have to get sulfur somewhere? From bauxite. Alright. So, we take the bauxite and water, we can get aluminum solution and more of the silica. So you can do what I do and just sometimes reroute that silica back into the system. I got 2 of these, making these sheets. And then they go off over here, where I'm making the heat sinks. Man, all this to do simple things. And then we got these. These are all the drones I'm using. 3 of them are not. Told you, I thought that one line was dead. So I'm gonna go through and find all the dead lines. So I needed radiators. For this project up here. Not for this project up here. I thought I must have moved it. Jeez. Alright, so we got these refineries here making my sulfuric acid. That seems to be taking care of the whole system here. Oh, look. We're doing one. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're both doing one. We must be really producing here. So we're taking the waste. If anybody knows anything about this game, they all can get up to this point. Uranium waste. What do you do with the waste? Well, the waste can be converted into plutonium pellets. What do you do with the plutonium pellets? Well, we're going to take the plutonium pellets because you can't recycle them. No, no, no. Let me see here. There is none in here for me to take. Oh, you got a few. So if I try to put it in the trash, it will not let me destroy them. So that means we also can't put them in the awesome sink. So we have to convert those into... Where is my machine? I think I might have destroyed it. I can't destroy it. There it is. With a little bit of concrete, we can create these encased plutonium cells. Now the cells, where do they go? They go all the way under. This is making that. Oh, this is so confusing somewhat. Where did I take the plutonium cells to? Plutonium cells. Now we can create plutonium fuel rods. So once we have the plutonium fuel rods, this is where you can go 2 different directions. You can either spin those fuel rods, and then you'll get what's called plutonium waste. Plutonium waste has no purpose in this game. Literally no purpose in this game. You can't destroy it. You can't use it. You can only store it. So I would suggest, I think I started something way over here. Let me zip over here real quick. There, you can see it in the distance. So I was going to start a warehouse for storage crates. It was going to go several layers high. I was just going to keep moving the drone pad up. But if my thing's right, it should be right here. So we have 3 plutonium waste stored now. We cannot destroy it. You cannot use it, but you can store it. That's if you want to use those plutonium batteries that we just made. Now, the other thing you can do, which I kind of think is a cheat in the game, it's just some way to deal with it. I'm not happy with it. I think there should be a way to deal with the waste, to make it all cycle out. But what you can do is take that plutonium waste, or the batteries that we're making, and drop them into here. That's right. You can delete the batteries that you make. And you are making the batteries, right? Yes. Let's see if we can't catch one. Let me delete this. They all come down here, so we'll catch the first one. It takes a while to make one of these things. I think you get 0.6 per minute. So it's like almost a little over 2 minutes per one. That's a mess, isn't it? Huh. But that is working. I'm all for the clipping. I know some people don't believe in the clipping. They want to design their belt so nothing touches. Alright, here we go. So can we take that and put it in there? There you go. We can delete the battery, but you cannot delete the waste. So with that, we can is that gonna work? Yeah. Alright, and with that, you know, that takes care of the nuclear power. So it's all cycled around, ending in a trash can. Like I said, not happy, but that's what it is. Alright, so all this up here is to recycle the waste. So much. Just to recycle the waste. And then we have our water factories. I have 2 lines of the sulfuric acid going. So these are also making sulfuric acid. Not using the trains anymore. Not that the trains were bad, but the only thing I needed them for was water. And they weren't keeping up with what I was trying to do. I believe this one is, though. Am I using this one? I could possibly be using this one. No. This was nitrogen gas. Alright. So, on to the power plant. I believe that's down here at the bottom of this hill. These are what I was starting with. This is what you saw in the last video. I was kind of proud of the little location. And I had a nice old little setup going on with the pipes and everything. But I was having so much trouble with the water. The water gave me such a headache. It just wasn't keeping up. And the only reason for it to be up that high was none. There was no reason at all to be up this high. So I'm not using this. This is all disconnected. Instead, we have this nice little factory set up now. I am going to enclose in the walls, but I left it open so we can all see. We got 3 drone pads. I'm only using 2 right now. One's bringing in fuel and one's taking out waste. Look at that waste go. Can't delete it, but we can convert it into another battery that can be deleted. How about that? So these are running pretty strong. Like, my fuel making a happener is making enough fuel happen to keep these things pretty full. The water's keeping up sitting down here. I'll show you why it's keeping up sitting down here. Because all my water pumps are right here, right on the water, right underneath. I know that's an overkill. I got more water than what I need. But, you know, these guys are singing. They love it. We could even overclock them if we wanted to. And we could turn that into 6250 each. But I don't overclock them too much because 1, it's going to create more waste. And 2, it's consuming more water. Sometimes all 6 of them can't keep up. And 3, we really don't need that power yet. We're only using 8,000 and we're generating 15,000. I guess. And I think I got room to grow. I definitely got room to grow. I can extend this out all the way across and we can have one massive thing going. So, this is my setups thus far. Next video, this will all be gone. This will all be gone. These will all be walled up. I'm gonna have everything all nice and pretty. I started walling up some of this stuff over here. I've got the little doors in there. I might redesign this whole thing here. But yeah, you really don't want to be in this area with all that, I have to close this back wall off. With all that radiation going on. That's a lot of radiation. But right now, this is my thorn. I want to pretty this all up. And then I'm going to move on to constructing. Actually, I'm going to start constructing the first item in our phase 4. And then while I'm waiting for things to happen, I'll come over and start dealing with this. But leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys actually think of my little setup. And if you missed something or if I flew by something too quick, let me know. I can do another video. I can explain something in more specific detail if you need. But you gotta leave them comments. And click them likes and we'll see you guys next turn. Thanks for watching.